Hello everyone, this is Vivek here from Meaningful Ideas, talking about conscious parenting. And I want to tell you a story about something that happened with my daughter yesterday. We were talking about something and we had a little kind of debate back and forth about it, and she ended up having the more appropriate point, the more correct point, and I said, oh yeah, you're right, we'll do it your way. And she was so excited, she said, I win, I always win. So I laughed because honestly I spent all of my 20s trying to win at life, and it took me a couple of decades to figure out that winning wasn't really the point. And so my instinct at that moment was to say to her, hey, maybe winning isn't the point. Maybe it's about discovering ideas together and collaborating and creating something together, or something like that. And in the space of time that it took me to open my mouth and the words to start coming out, I realized this is not a good idea, because even though my intention was good and that I wanted to share helpful ideas with her, in that moment, her experience of that would have been me not accepting her as she is. And I don't want her to feel that from me. I want her to always feel that I'm somebody that accepts her exactly as she is, accepts her for exactly who she is, regardless of what aspect of her personality she's expressing. Because we all have so many different aspects to our personalities. The other day a friend of mine was talking about how her mother raised her to be kind. And I said, I'm sorry you had to experience such a judgmental upbringing. And she was confused at first, because it was like, it seems like a good thing. And yet if you raise someone to be kind, you're not raising them to be authentic. You're not raising them to find out who they are inside and express that. You're certainly not raising them to understand and feel what kindness means to them and how they want to hold that value and express that value. If you raise someone to be kind, you already have a preconceived notion of how they should be, who they should be. I don't want to do that to my kid. I want her to feel that my experience of teaching her kindness is to help her reveal her own relationship to kindness inside her own heart. It's a longer process than trying to teach a system of how somebody should behave and react and speak. This is more about how to feel what's appropriate, what's right, what makes sense, what can benefit the whole community and system that we find ourselves in. Family system, work system, system of our friends working, enjoying each other. In every community that we find ourselves, if we think about what's appropriate for us and for the mutual benefit of everybody, and we feel into that, it's so much better than having some kind of external system of this is kind, this is not kind. This is respectful, this is not respectful. So in that moment with my daughter, who just said, I win, I had all of this go through my head, and I realized that it's not how I wanted to react. So instead, what I did was, I said, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to try and get you next time. And we laughed about it, and she felt supported, and she felt loved. And that's great. And on top of that, I still want to teach those lessons to her. I still want to impart that wisdom to her, because it's helped me a lot. And I would rather her not have to wait 20 years to do it. The thing is, I didn't have to do it at that moment. That's the beauty. What I did instead was, I focused on my relationship with her in that moment. What would be the thing that would make her feel the closest to me, the most trust with me, the most love from me, the safest with me, so that when I do want to share that wisdom with her, she doesn't have any barriers to put up. And now I can think in a more relaxed fashion, in a more kind of open way, how can I share this information with her? Maybe it'll take me a couple of years to slowly disseminate the idea. Maybe I need to be more aware of my modeling around those things and demonstrate myself interacting with her and with others with these principles in mind. And I can come up with I'm her guide. I take that as my responsibility but let me do it well. Let me do it in a way that actually gets the lessons across from the inside out in an atmosphere of freedom and support and love. So, the idea behind this is don't be too quick to correct. Don't be too quick to share opposite information or differing information with your kids. Let them feel that you really see them when they express something, when they experience something, when they're processing something. Be with them in that. Help them find their direction. And then when you feel it's the right time, you can start to add little thoughts, things for them to think about. You can show them in your own actions, with them, with yourself, in your family, and then with people on the street, in the grocery store. There's always so many opportunities for us to share our wisdom experientially, through talking, through sharing. The key is to pick that time and do it in a way that really celebrates your relationship with them. So I want to just encourage you to think about not correcting your children right away, even if it seems like something really important. If they have an experience or an expression that doesn't quite sit right with you, join with them in it anyway. Just let them feel you're with them, because it'll open up that trust, it'll open up those channels, and then you will have a more direct route to share your wisdom when the time is appropriate. So thank you very much for listening, everybody. I hope this helps. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. I would love it if you subscribe to my social media, my YouTube channel here, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, is all Meaningful Ideas, and my blog, which has almost 400 articles, is also meaningfulideas.com. And that's it. Thank you very much. Have a good day.